Hey guys, it's Eric, owner of Far Point Farms here in the mountains of North Carolina, and today it is time for part 3 of the Harbor Freight manual tire changer or portable tire changer. Got a set of tires here on the back of the Honda that are, well, they're showing cord on the inside edge. They're just worn out. In fact, this one caught a nail and that just pushed me over the edge to buy this. Now, I actually do have a part 4 to this video, which is I got a balancer, manual balancer that we talked about, and I'll be doing that as well. So first of all, let's go ahead and get these tires off. We'll get them over, let the air out, break them down. And hopefully the manual tire changer won't wear me down too far. So let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is dismount the tires. I've got them both off. This one's already pretty much flat because it had a hole in it. This one here is still full. So you're going to need a couple tools here right off the bat, especially for the balancing part. The valve core removal tool, which is this, works for air conditioning and works for tires, bicycle tires, any kind of tire you can think of. So go ahead and remove that. And we'll let the air go out of that. Now the other thing you're going to need if you want to do balancing, and especially if you want to balance tires like these with steel rims that have a lip, you're going to need a tool here, a special pair of pliers, to remove the wheel waste. That's going to make the job easier. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while the air is letting out. Same thing with the back side on this one. I've already got them off the front of that, but go ahead and remove that. And if possible, try to save those wheel weights because you may end up using them again when you rebalance the tire. All right, the next step will be to break the bead. I've got this one kind of set up on there. Let me go grab my stick and we'll go from there. Part 1 of this is obviously breaking the bead on these. Now it does have this bead breaker. You want to have that thing set right up against where the tire and the rim meet. Slide that in there. Use this bar for leverage. Let's see what we can do. Spin it around. That looks good. Same thing, we're just going to continue to break that bead. There we go. So that side's busted. That actually worked fairly easily. Go ahead and flip it over. Do the front side. Be mindful. If you're breaking down a tire that has a tire pressure sensor, you never want to have that bead breaker on that area. It will damage that sensor. That's kind of a costly mistake. This is an older car, it does not have that, so not as much of a concern. But something to be aware of. And that's it. It's broken down. So it's time for step 2. Let's get this thing mounted on here. Here has this piece right here, and that is to put through one of the lug holes. This piece spins on and off, and then that's our centering ring. So go ahead and lay those on the ground. Try to get this thing mounted up. There we go. Lay this back down and tighten the unit down. Now the manual doesn't really describe how tight it needs to be, but I'll go ahead and give it a good tug. Cool. All right. Now we're ready to take it off. Now this is where it's important. I know a lot of people say these units get damaged, the bar breaks. Lube. So let's get some. I've got some lube here. You can probably make some out of soap, but I'm just going to go ahead and lube the bead, and that'll probably, hopefully, help this thing come off when the time comes. Alright, that ought to work. So let's give it a shot. I believe the idea here is flip the bead up and rotate around. Yeah, that wasn't so bad now, was it, for our first try? I'll put a little more lube on there and it should come off relatively easy. This doesn't hurt the rubber. Some people use soap. I have heard people say that they feel like soap damages the rubber. I don't know if I believe that or not, but take it for whatever you want. Wow, that's it. didn't even break a sweat. So I've seen some reviews of this thing that say that it's just god awful and that this thing bends almost right away. First impression, and I'm only halfway there, of course, but not bad. So next thing I'm going to do here is check to see if I need to replace this. You know, sometimes these valve stems get wore out. I'm going to look for cracks and damage. That one looks okay. As I recall, I replaced it last time I put snow tires on this, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that be. I am going to put some lube on the bottom bead here, lube up my new tire, and we'll be ready to put this thing back together again. Tire here, got it lubed up, got the rim lubed up, ready to reassemble this thing. Just one thing to be aware of when you're doing tires. A lot of tires these days are directional or might have an inside-outside. Just be aware of that. It'll list it. It might have an arrow or it might say inside-outside. These are omnidirectional, so they're good in either direction. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that on there, and I will show you the next step. This piece here is going to sit. Okay, so here's our tool right here. We're going to lay this part here down on the rim. And this rubber part has to stay above that, okay? And then it's just a matter of rotating around and kind of hold the tire in place while we're doing so. And she's in. All right? If the lube is starting to dry, by all means put more lube in there. If not, we're ready for step 2, which is, oops, same as the first, right? Gonna put that right down there. Kind of hold it in place. And there she goes. There we are now. I'll put this away. If possible, you can line up that with that yellow bead, like so, and we're ready to put air back in this thing. I'll go ahead and fill it up, and we're ready to move on to part 4 in this series, which is balancing. I am Eric, the owner of Farpoint Farms. Hope you enjoyed this video showing you how easy it is really to use the Harbor Freight manual tire changer. Do I recommend it? Dude, I've never used one of these things before in my life. And, you know, watching some videos on it made it look like so hard. Reading some reviews on it made it seem like they were flimsily built. But no damage whatsoever other than paint. And no real sweat. You know, this wasn't that big a deal. These are, what, 15-inch steelies? Obviously, it goes up to, I think, 16s you can do with this. So, not a big deal. Not a big deal. I give it an A. For the price, I paid less than $40 for this thing with tax and everything. I had a coupon for it, so hard to complain about that. Do a set of 4 tires, balance a set of 4 tires, you're looking at $60 at a shop. So this pays for itself pretty much in one set of tires. That's it. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. And for those of you who are interested in learning how to balance, well, stay tuned because next week we'll be balancing. I'm Eric. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.
There's always something that needs a little fixing on Farpoint